Look at this list of sources.
Oh my God, Megan.
I went on a
You were
rabbit
busy.
hole. I was reading and losing it. Okay.
Guys.
Hey guys, this is the Witches
Hey.
Magic Murder Mystery Podcast.
I feel like my voice will be fine and then it's going crazy. Guys, I have the worst Kentucky allergies ever. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's Kara, by the way.
Oh, hey. Hey, I'm Kara.
I'm Megan. My allergies have been crazy this week too.
Yes.
And also the cicadas. I just want to... I haven't had to deal with them until I've come here to record this week. And I'm like, what is happening? Why are they everywhere?
What is it called? They're going to dive bomb you.
I hate it.
Anytime you walk, they're going to come at
you.
you.
I have to leave this building at some point.
No. Can you guys see the little picture that Willow made us back here? They had a Tim Burton day in art class, and she made herself into a Tim Burton character.
I don't know if that's going to show or not.
She wanted us to put it in the podcast room. And
maybe on
apparently,
the YouTube.
like several of her friends wanted to give us theirs too.
Oh,
but
I love that. It's so cool.
Isn't it so cute?
All right, today we are talking about the Great Silence.
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
We don't know anything about that in this room.
Well, we don't ever.
Also known as the Fermi Paradox, which asks...
I prefer that.
Fermi. Which asks...
This is not a normal road you drive down. This is if you were literally going to the coffee shop or if the courthouse parking lot is overflowing, you park here and walk up. This is not somewhere you drive your
terrible
diesel.
So I'll start that over.
Yeah.
Also known as the Fermi Paradox.
Love that.
Which asks, if the universe is so vast and intelligent life should be everywhere, why does it feel like we're completely alone?
Or there's a lot of not intelligent life everywhere.
We've got that here on Earth, you guys. Not to get political, but the whole thing going on right now between Trump and Elon is the most mostly it's the memes that are so entertaining.
It is wild.
I saw
the guy that we love, the pre-K pause guy. I can never remember his name. He did
Mr.
one
Williams
yesterday. Yes, he
pre-K.
did one yesterday. And I was like, he's the best. I love him.
I saw a little meme that said JD Vance is excited that he's going to get 2 Christmases this year.
Yes, I saw that too.
Oh God. So freaking funny. And then other ones that were like, this is like Drake versus
Drake, but it's just Drake versus Drake.
Oh yeah, they're both Drake.
Yeah.
God, so funny. Okay. Anyway. So who are we to judge intelligent life as a species?
We don't know. We don't know anything.
I know I've already admitted I'm doing too much alien content lately.
But it's there.
And this is our
we
podcast.
We cover whatever.
Okay, let's start with the basics.
Okay.
There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth.
Oh my gosh.
And that is not just me being an amazing poetic writer.
I love that.
It's math. And you know I love math.
Megan is so good at numbers, guys.
I
can't keep her away from
That's what I'm known for, really. You think math, you're like
Megan knows it.
She's good. She's like a savant.
Yeah.
Can't get enough. But
working these numbers, Megan.
You need some math, you just call me up. The Milky Way alone has over 100 billion stars, and many of those stars have planets orbiting them. Statistically speaking, I feel like...
Also, in elementary school, I thought the Milky Way was going to be a lot more important in my life than it is.
I mean, it kind of is. It is the galaxy we live in.
Yeah, but like a lot, like talked about a lot more.
Oh, yeah. No. Statistically speaking, there should be millions, maybe even billions of Earth-like planets capable of supporting life. So take that information
and do what you want with it
and put it together with this. The universe is really, really old. Here on Earth, life evolved on Earth relatively quickly after the planet became habitable.
Right.
So,
have you ever been on planet Earth at Disney? You know, in the Epcot Dome.
It happened fast.
It happened.
So, if we think about how old the universe must be, how many Earth-like planets capable of supporting life? Like, why hasn't there been plenty of time for intelligent life to evolve elsewhere? Maybe even long before it ever happened here?
Yeah.
And if it has, those civilizations...
Yeah.
If it has, those civilizations should have developed interstellar travel, or at least long-range communication.
Jetsons.
Right.
Duh.
What are we doing? And if that's the case, why haven't we heard from any other life forms out there?
Because our moon landing, when we got there, they saw it and said,
we're not
don't
getting
like
involved
this.
with them.
Don't like that.
So in 1950, physicist Enrico Fermi, sure, now that I know his name's Enrico, which you think I would have remembered to begin with, I bet you it's not Fermi, but it's Fermi.
Fermi. You know, Megan.
Who knows?
Words
Good
are
with
hard.
numbers, you guys.
Not words. Not words.
It was having lunch with his colleagues when they started talking about aliens and UFO sightings.
Because who doesn't?
That's what we do. We would have been friends with these people.
Yeah.
And Fermi, being a no-nonsense kind of guy, was like, well, where is everybody?
Right.
It was a simple question, but it exposed a very intriguing paradox. If there are so many planets and intelligent life is likely, and the universe is so old, then why don't we see any evidence of other civilizations?
Well, Enrico, they've come here.
No messages.
And they said, no, thank you.
No signals. No space probes. Just silence. This became known as the Fermi Paradox, the contradiction between high probability of alien life and the complete lack of evidence for it. So over time, astronomers and writers began calling this the Great Silence. So the term captures the vast, unsettling emptiness we encounter when we listen for other civilizations and hear nothing. And that's the whole thing. This isn't just a phrase, it's a feeling.
Yeah.
This haunting feeling that in this huge, enormous, ancient universe, we might actually
Are we being
be
watched?
alone. Oh, or are we not? Like, are we
Yeah.
completely alone?
Yeah.
So here are some theories. First up, we're early. Like maybe
we're ahead of the times.
are the first intelligent civilization
We're the one breaking ground on all of this.
to evolve.
Wow.
The universe is 13.8 billion years old. Earth formed
That's a lot.
about 4.5 billion years ago. And then, like I said, life began here relatively quickly.
Yeah.
That maybe it just takes this long for intelligent life to evolve, and we're at the front of the line.
Yeah.
It's quiet out there because we're the ones who are supposed to speak first. Which is wild to think about, that somewhere down the line, we're going to be advanced civilization.
We're the ones
that some other form of life is
blazing
listening
the
for.
trails.
That's
Blazing trails.
that makes me sad for the future.
Oh, guys.
Next theory, there's life out there, but they're too far away.
Okay.
So space is unimaginably big, right? Like you
Right.
I can't even
I don't
conceive of that. And even if there are civilizations out there, they might be in galaxies far, far away that we'll never reach.
And they think the same thing. They're like, that's too far.
Right.
We
so
can't.
they're too far away to reach each other or even detect one another's signals. Light and radio waves take time. A message sent 1,000 years ago might still be on its way.
Yeah. It's just lingering.
That's wild to think about.
That is.
And let's not forget, we've only been broadcasting into space for a little over 100 years. And on the cosmic timescale, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Remember what I say? 13.8 billion?
Yeah.
And we're like, 100 years ago, we started trying to find y'all.
That thing we sent out from Kentucky
Right.
not too long ago. That's going to be a
I
bet.
forgot about that alien message. We're like, come to Kentucky.
Come to Kentucky.
y'all.
We've got horses and we've got bluegrass and we've got
bourbon.
banjos and we got.
And the aliens are like, yes.
Yes, please.
All right.
Sign
Number
me
3.
up.
They're out there, but they're hiding.
They don't want to be here.
This one is called the zoo hypothesis, and I don't like it at all. Yes, like we're the zoo, and they're watching us.
like we're caged animals.
So maybe advanced civilizations know about us, but they're deliberately avoiding contact. Like it's a wildlife preserve.
They've just got like magnifying glasses on us and they're just like zooming in.
Okay, so you know that is it the Sentinel tribe? Whatever that tribe is that lives on that really remote
the remote
island, Sentinelese or something like that. They're this uncontacted tribe. We stay away from them. They're so far behind us technologically and as a civilization. And we're just watching to see what happens.
Yeah.
This is basically like now the Earth.
Somebody's watching
We're
us.
the uncontacted tribe.
We're the
animal species under observation.
Oh no.
They're watching us and waiting for us to evolve past war and destruction. Which is quite optimistic.
I can't wait.
Me. Yeah.
I can't wait.
I am also
That's
watching
great
and
growth.
waiting
That's
for us to
growth
evolve.
that
maybe they're protecting us or protecting themselves.
Oh.
So we might not be alone. We might just be a science experiment.
Well, that's fun.
That's great.
That's really fun.
Fourth,
there's more.
They know about us, but they don't want to risk having us know about them. So this kind of goes along with number 3, I guess,
Yeah.
in that they are purposely avoiding us,
Yeah.
but it's for different reasons. This is the dark forest theory. So imagine every civilization in the universe is like a hunter in a pitch black forest.
Yeah.
Everyone's armed.
Yep.
No one knows who to trust. If you make a noise, you risk being discovered by someone who might want to eliminate you.
Mm-hmm.
So in this theory, staying silent is the only way to survive.
Yeah.
So this could explain why no one's sending out signals, because they're scared. And if we're broadcasting our presence into the universe, we might be the only fools sharing our location into a forest full of snipers.
Yeah.
Which sounds exactly like something we do,
It
honestly.
does. That's what I was about to say. It just sounds very us.
Yeah. But for real, that one reminds me of every apocalyptic movie I've ever watched.
And also, like, if they are spending time studying us from afar,
I hate that.
they know the cues. They know, oh gosh,
But
what to look for. But they also know that we're, like, our species is dumb enough.
I was gonna say, they know how stupid and
That's what I was
going
going
to
Yes, that we're not going to try to be their friends. A lot of people don't like new and different. So they're going to capture them and harm them and torture them and try to learn things the wrong way.
And the way things are going right now, they're like, just leave them alone. They're
I'm just going to sit back and watch. I'm just going to sit back and watch.
The show's on, guys. Elon and Trump
Where's
broke
my
up.
popcorn? They're sending each other memes of the popcorn guy.
They're making the memes. Okay. God. All right. The next theory is also kind of unsettling. It's called the Great Filter. This is the idea that there's some incredibly difficult or deadly step in the journey from simple life to advanced civilization, and most species just don't survive it.
Oh.
That filter could be like life rarely starts in the first place. Intelligent life is extremely rare. Or civilizations destroying themselves through nuclear war, climate collapse, AI, basically everything we're worried about right now.
Weird.
So if this is a real thing, let's just make it even more upsetting by pointing out that we don't know if we've already made it through the Great Filter.
Right. Or if we're creating
or if it's still ahead.
Wow.
If we're past it, maybe we're the lucky survivors.
Yeah.
If it's still to come, well, we might not
be
around long enough to meet anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
It's fun.
That's okay. That's okay. We're
I'm
fine.
doing great.
Wow.
Theory number 6.
Maybe that's where reincarnation comes in play. Like, you're reincarnated once the world ends and you become a new human on a new world.
Because we're all just energy and it recycles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Wow.
Theory number 6. There's life out there. Is there life out there? But we don't know what we're looking for. They're unrecognizable. So maybe, like, we all have this idea in our head of what aliens look like or what they are, but maybe we're wrong. Maybe they're not humanoid. We just envision them that way because that's all we can understand.
Right.
Maybe they're not carbon-based. Maybe they don't even exist in the physical realm as we know it. They could be post-biological entities, pure consciousness, or something we can't even comprehend. And I've said this a few times in different conversations, but like, we can only understand something to the limit that we can like conceive of it. We don't know what we don't know.
Yeah.
We're limited by our own brains.
Yeah.
So maybe they're here already, but we're too limited to perceive them.
It's like that episode you told where those people were lost.
The third man syndrome.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're like within those walls,
Mm-hmm.
but they were able to break through and be like, hey,
Right.
you actually need to go this way.
It could be different dimensions and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Ooh.
The last theory, we're not looking the right way. And I don't mean the direction, but like the methods we're using.
Right. The communication.
Our methods of searching for life are like radio telescopes, light signals, and these might be completely outdated compared to alien technology. It's like trying to detect modem Wi-Fi using a 1920s radio.
Oh, yeah.
It just wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So even if aliens are sending messages, we just might not know how to hear them.
Hmm.
And now I'm sure some of you are like, Megan, Didn't you do an episode on the WOW signal? And haven't we talked about like SETI and unexplained things that maybe could be messages from outer space?
Yeah, but
I did. So let's just do a quick rundown on some of those. So over the years, astronomers have picked up a few anomalies that made people go like, what is that? Is that alien?
Were most of them the 60s and 70s?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think in the WOW signal episode, I did talk about stuff that was all around that same time.
Okay.
Yeah. So the WOW signal was 1977. And just to recap, that was a strong narrowband radio signal detected by Ohio State's Big Ear radio telescope. It lasted 72 seconds and came from the direction of the Sagittarius constellation.
Of course it did.
People got excited.
The Adventurous.
Right. The best one. People got excited because it matched the kind of signal scientists were hoping to hear. It was not random, not obviously natural, and it was strong. Adding to the mystery is the fact that the signal has never been repeated and no one has found a source for it.
Yeah.
So could it be aliens? Maybe. But without repetition, we can't confirm it.
Right.
Carl Sagan used to say, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, and one signal just isn't extraordinary evidence. Number 2, fast radio bursts, or FRBs. These are ultra brief, high energy pulses of radio waves coming from deep space. They last milliseconds. Some repeat, others don't. Most seem to originate from galaxies billions of light years away. Many scientists think that these are just natural phenomena, possibly magnetars, which, as we all know, is a
just refresh me.
What is it? What's a magnetar?
It's this thing that is round and then it comes together with the universe and attaches the things with the stuff.
Almost. Yeah. Close.
Wow.
It's a
I'm really
type of neutron star.
Hey,
which is basically what you were saying.
It's
basically the same thing.
A neutron is gotta be with the stuff.
The thing with the thing.
The stuff, and it attaches to things.
Other natural phenomena that this could be black holes, colliding stars.
Of course.
Right. But I don't even have to tell you all that.
Yeah, you all didn't even, you all know.
But could they be some sort of alien technology?
Well, of course they can.
Some researchers have theorized that if a civilization were using massive energy to propel spacecraft like light sails, FRBs might be accidental byproducts of that. It's pure speculation, but it's fun to think about.
We love to speculate.
It's my favorite. All right, number 3, Tabby's star, also known as KIC 8462852. You're listening to KIC 8462852.
Tabby star.
It's a star with wildly irregular dimming patterns.
Oh.
Up to 22%.
It's the headlights, actually.
Way more than like a planet passing in front could cause.
Oh.
Could it be an alien megastructure? Like a Dyson sphere? Before I answer that, let's talk real quick about a Dyson sphere. All right. In 1960, this physicist and sci-fi legend, Freeman Dyson. What a name.
Love that.
If your name is Freeman Dyson, you get to do whatever you want.
You can name all sorts of places.
I'll also double check. This is not the same person responsible for like the Dyson
vacuums and the blow dryer.
Different people. He proposed the idea that if a civilization survived long enough, they might build something like a giant shell or swarm of satellites around their star to collect solar energy on a massive scale.
Oh.
So a Dyson sphere is a theoretical megastructure that an advanced alien civilization might build to capture. Build.
They might build this. They said, we ain't going to Kentucky. That's for sure. They don't know how to even say them words about us. They don't know. They can't even tell our story.
I was doing so well.
You making fun of farmers?
Okay, a Dyson sphere is a theoretical megastructure that an advanced alien civilization might build. They might construct such a structure to capture all the energy from their home star. Think of it like this. If you wanted to power a super advanced society, and who doesn't?
Right. I've been working on it.
Way beyond anything on Earth, you would need a ton of energy. Yeah. And the best source is going to be, like, for us, it would be the sun. It's wherever your star is.
Yeah.
Okay. Contrary to popular sci-fi depictions, Dyson didn't envision this as like a solid shell because that would be unstable and probably collapse. Instead, he envisioned like a cloud of satellites, stations, and solar panels orbiting in a huge sphere-shaped shell.
Oh.
It wouldn't block all the light, but it would dim the star in strange and irregular ways.
Huh.
Which brings us back to Tabby's star.
Right.
So this star caught attention because it was dimming in weird patterns.
Don't you know about those patterns?
I hate everything. Leading some to speculate, could it be a Dyson sphere?
Sure can be.
Probably not, though. Most now believe the dimming is caused by clouds of dust, possibly from broken up comets. But it's one of the only stars that's been monitored for intentional signals just in case.
Oh,
so they're still keeping an eye on it. They haven't completely ruled it out.
It may or may not be dust.
So how do we interpret these possible signals in the context of the Fermi Paradox? We are desperate for contact.
Right.
But science is careful. So here's how this all fits into the great silence. We might be hearing faint echoes of natural events that look strange because we don't fully understand them yet. Secondly, if aliens are out there, they may not be trying to communicate in the ways that we're listening.
They said no, thank you.
We're using radio. They might be using
potatoes,
neutrinos, or quantum entanglement, or technology we haven't invented yet. If they are signaling, maybe we're catching like tiny little whispers, like that single wow signal might be the last flicker from a long dead civilization whose light just reached us. Or maybe we're just jumping at shadows, like seeing Jesus on toast, faces in clouds. We might just be pattern-seeking creatures
Jesus.
In a very noisy universe.
Yes.
So this is the part that gives people existential dread. Are we just alone? Like, what if we're actually what if Earth
is just that?
Is the only planet where life evolved, where consciousness, art, language, and love exist? What if the entire big, huge, old universe
we're the one
is empty except for us? I think rather than be overwhelmed by that, maybe it could just inspire us to consider what a privilege it is
to be a part of it,
that we exist at all. You know that saying, like, what are you going to do with your one wild and precious life? If there have been countless other scenarios in the universe over billions of years for life to evolve, and somehow we're the only planet where it's worked out, and we're the only civilization that's gotten this far, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And we should take care of each other as human beings.
Let's do better.
Not as citizens of any particular country.
Right.
But as people who get to live on the earth at the same time. We get one shot to do this right. So maybe we should
do it right.
Wake up every day and make the decision to do it right.
Yeah.
That became a motivational speech at the end.
Who knew you needed that today, guys?
I did.
I love it.
So yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't bother me at all to think that we're alone in the universe.
No.
It bothers me I think that's less fun. I like alien stories.
I love saying that it's aliens. Yeah.
Right. It's always aliens or Bigfoot, Kara.
Yeah. So
or Yeti,
they have to
aliens,
exist.
Both.
Yeah.
But also, if we are alone, that's okay.
Yeah. Look at all we've done.
But I do think we should do better. If we are alone, we should do better.
Yeah. We can do more.
That's all.
Wow, Megan, thank you.
We love you so much.
Yeah, we do. We love you all so, so much.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.